Aloha, everyone, and welcome to the pre-show for the 27th annual Luau and Legends event here, benefiting the Moores Cancer Center and UC San Diego Health. This is going to be a phenomenal evening. But before we get started, I wanted to introduce you to two individuals who helped bring this event from the shores all the way here into the virtual world. These are friends, longtime surfers, and Luau supporters. Please welcome the two co-chairs, Mike Rhodes and Christian Wagi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mike Rhodes. Welcome to our pre-show. I'm delighted to be here today in helping to sponsor this tremendous event. I'm acting as co-chair along with my longtime friend and surf mate, Christian Wagi, who you will hear from in a second. I'm actually talking to you from my house in Mexico, hence the art in the back. This is an important event to me personally, given that cancer has touched my life in many ways. Like a lot of people who spent a lot of time in the sun and the surf, I've had my encounters with it. So I'm really excited to be part of the event today. I really hope that people dig deep and give. And with that, I'll turn it over to my co-chair, Christian Wagi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christian, a longtime friend of Mike Rhodes. Super pleased to be here today as a co-chair of the event. I've got a history at this event as a participant and a contestant in any number of years, worked on the organizing committee, et cetera. Just really honored to be asked to co-chair this year's efforts. Like Mike, my family's been touched by cancer. In addition to that, I work in the industry, in the biotech industry for a company that's working on a drug to fight cancer as well. So a lot of connections here. It's great to bring together people with a passion for surfing, with also a passion for fighting this disease. So without further ado, let's get this party started.
Well, thank you to our good friends at Motu Nehe Nehe. Thank you so very much for sharing a little bit of your aloha spirit with us, and they'll be back as well throughout the course of the evening. Now, we thought it would be a lot of fun. We can't be together out on the sand, but we thought we could still have a lot of fun. And while we're in the pre-show waiting for some more folks to join us, what about we play a little bit of trivia? This is where you, the audience, get to interact with us. Now, we've got 3 categories of trivia, and we're going to start with some surf trivia. So we have the surf trivia, we've got Luau trivia, and then we have Moores Cancer Center trivia. So you want to be sure to pay attention to each and every one of those. Now, what do you win? Well, you earn bragging rights. You get to tell everybody that you were the smartest person in this virtual live stream. But to get those points to add up, you want to be sure to answer the question quickly. The earlier that you answer the question, the more points you get. Now, of course, you have to get it right, but we'll also get to see where everybody's thought and theory was coming out. So to join our game, all you have to do is just take a quick scan of the QR code in the left-hand side of your screen. That's easy. All you have to do, point your phone at the screen and scan that QR code, and you are in and ready to go for the game. Now, if you would like, you can also go to crowd.live and enter the code SURF. And that's going to get you all set and ready to go. You're going to have 20 seconds to answer each question. And then again, the faster your answer, the more points that you're going to get a chance to score. And then we'll visit and see who is the top of the trivia board. So let's get the game started. If you haven't yet scanned the code, do it now. We're going to start the game in just about 10 seconds. 10 seconds to go before the game begins. Scan the QR code, get those buttons ready. These are all going to be multiple choice questions, so you'll have a chance to answer a lot. Here we go. The first one, our surfing trivia. The term Goofy Foot was coined from a Walt Disney film in 1950s in which Goofy surfed in a certain way. A goofy stance is when a surfer does which of the following? A, B, C, or D? Time is about to run out, so you want to lock in your answer right now. And I hope you're playing along at home with us. Let's take a look. All right, there it is. There's the time. So let's see how many of you jumped in there. Well, it looks like we didn't quite get that QR code scanned fast enough. That's all right. So we're going to share the answer with you anyway. This one's a freebie. It's a Goofy Foot problem. Let's take a look at the correct answer on our trivia. And it is, of course, B. The riders with their right foot forward. Their right foot forward is considered a goofy stance. All right, now, nobody participated in that one, but let's take a look at the leaderboard just to show you what that's going to look like. So we'll have a leaderboard up there, and if you want to see your name in lights, be sure that you participate. Again, take a moment, simply scan the QR code there in the left corner of your screen, and you'll be all ready to go. So let's take a look at question number 2. Question number 2, again, this is surf trivia. Which famous surfboard shaper created the board below for the 2019 Luau live auction? Was it Skip Fry, Hank Warner, Wayne Rich, or Steve Walden? All great shapers, and that one, a fabulous board. I hope somebody is enjoying that on their wall. You've got just a few more seconds to go, and now we're done, we're out. Let's take a look and see where the crowd went through. Again, not a lot of people scanning that QR code. That's okay, that's all right. This is the pre-show. Maybe that Mai Tai was just a little bit too strong and you don't want to compete against everybody. That is a community spirit of aloha that we appreciate. But for those of you watching at home that would like to know, let's take a listen to the answer. All right. Well, while we enjoyed some questions and some trivia, let's take a look back at some of our past luau's. We have an opportunity for us to get together, whether we are on the beach or in our homes. So be sure to grab a beverage and let's reminisce a little bit. Let's share a few photographs and a few stories from past luau's.
Sweet lele, sweet lele, shula hemla, aloha yo yaku, katamobile shukuna shukuma, ka a bicycle go front come back, and the streetcars dang dang dang, and the little jeep beep beep beep, wanna come yeah. Sweet lele rose and lani, sweet lele rose and lani, I hemla shula hemla. Aloha yo yaku, katamobile shukuna shukuma, ka a bicycle go front come back, and the street Sweet Moki Hana, Sweet Moki Ahela, Shula Hela, Aloha Yahoo, Cartamo, Shukuna, Shukuma, Ka bicycle, go front, come back, and the streetcars, dang, 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 and the little Jeep, beep, 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 who wanna come a Kanye? Sweet Moki Hana, Sweet Moki Ahela, Shula Hela, Aloha Yahoo, Cartamo, Shukuna, Shukuma, Ka bicycle, go front, come back, and the streetcars, dang, 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 and the little Jeep, beep, 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 who wanna come a Kanye?
My favorite luau moment is all the way back when it started, when we used to everyone camp in the parking lot at Scripps, and you'd have Tom Morey playing ukulele, you'd have Kemp Auberg there, and everybody just hung out, and it was such a bringing together of the legends, and they invited us to help us cure that problem, cancer. So that's my favorite luau moment.
Amazing experience, enriching experience, but probably the most amazing thing about it was the time of my life when I got involved with it. We just lost the chief of Tabra Island, Druku, most amazing, charismatic individual. He ended up getting cancer of the bile duct, a form of liver cancer, and it was horrible. And I mean, all of us have had to deal with cancer either directly as a survivor or indirectly with our family members. I was really thankful to all the doctors that got involved. Even when you know that no matter what, you're not going to get out of this thing in one piece alive, you still not only give it your best shot, but you still win somehow. And so, I don't know, I think of Druku in that light, and I'm thankful to be a part of the luau and to be able to give back and, I don't know, try to perpetuate Druku's spirit with what we're doing here, you know, with this event.
Wow, what incredible stories, and what a fun look back at the history. This is our 27th year and 26 years of doing incredible things in support of Moores Cancer Center. This is a great opportunity to get involved. Again, we're just hanging out, having a lot of fun in our pre-show, and we've got a little more trivia for you. This one happens to be about the luau's and the past luau events. So if you've been to some in the past, be sure to flex your knowledge right now. If you'd like, you can certainly go and scan the QR code in the left-hand corner of your screen, or simply go to crowd.live, and type in the code luau. Also, you're going to be able to have the chance to answer these questions. 20 seconds is all you get, and the faster you answer them, the higher your point value. So as we wait for a few more attendees to arrive, let's play a little trivia. Let's get that game started in just about 10 seconds. You're going to have a 10-second clock that's going to come out on your screen, and we're going to get going. As soon as that 10-second clock is done, be sure to be paying attention. I'll read the question to you, but you can certainly answer before I am all done. So here it comes, the luau questions. The Rel Sun Award honors key individuals who make significant contributions to advancing cancer research. Who won the Rel Sun Award in 2019? So you've got some choices there, and if you've been to one of our events in the past, you'll have that opportunity. So who won the Rel Sun Award? Coming down, the clock is now finished. Let's take a look and see how those answers came in. Wow, look at that. 93% of you guessed Brian Drucker, MD, and Tony Hunter, PhD, although there were some answers for A and B as well. Let's take a look and see who was right. Those that guessed in the B, those that knew the answer. I'm sorry, you would never guess. It's B. That is absolutely correct. Brian Drucker, MD, and Tony Hunter, PhD, the 2019 Rel Sun Award winners. Let's see who answered fastest and who's the top of the leaderboard. Lynn B is on the top of the leaderboard with 89 points. Joey and Drew following close behind at 79 and 78. So if you'd like to hang on to that position, be sure you answer quickly. Let's take a look at question number 2. Here it comes. Again, this is all about having to do with the Luau. Who are the original founders of the Luau and Legends of Surfing Invitational? You've got some questions there. Mike Rhodes, Christian Woggy, Sam Armstrong, John Otterson, Kelly Slater and Rob Machado, Brad Pitt, and Angelina Jolie. I don't know. You guess. We're going to get the clock counting down now in just a couple seconds, and you have the opportunity. Lock in your answer. Let's see what everybody thought. Take a look. 81% of you said Sam Armstrong and John Otterson, and 11% came in with Michael Rhodes and Christian Woggy. Kelly Slater and Rob Machado jumping in with the other 8%. You know what? Nobody thought Brad and Angelina started this thing? I don't know. They're so charismatic. All right, let's take a look and see who the right answer was. It was B. That is right. Sam Armstrong and John Otterson. But Mike Rhodes and Christian Woggy are our co-chairs for this year's event. So a big thank you to them as well. Let's see who's standing up on top of the leaderboard right now. Drew jumping in there, 168 points. Shannon at 163 and Joey at 161 in third place. You guys are doing absolutely outstanding. Very nicely done. Remember, the faster you answer, the more points you get. Let's take a look at question number 3. Question number 3. Which Luau 26 sponsor won the surf contest last year? Was it Cymer, ASML, Biomed Realty, the Allergan Foundation, or A1 Self-Storage? Let's find out. Lock in that answer. Not too much to choose from there. Nice short question for you. Remember, the more points you receive is based on the speed with which you answer the question. All right, there's the clock, and let's take a look. Oh, this one a little more evenly across the board. 35% jumping in there with Cymer and ASML, 20% Biomed Realty, 23% the Allergan Foundation, and A1 Self-Storage also getting 23%. Let's take a look and see who was right. Show us the answer. Oh, it was A1 Self-Storage. A lot of you guessed on A, but there we go. Let's take a look. Joey hanging on to his lead and adding to it at 250 points. Shannon jumping in there at 244. And there's Lynn B. She was at the top on the first question. Now she's in third place, racing to stand atop the pile. So let's take a look. Our last one, question number 4 with some Luau information. This year's Luau artist is surfer and Southern California local Andy Davis. Who were the last 3 event artists? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Who is the event artist from the last 3? A lot of great artists in there. A lot of wonderful choices. Let's see what you've got. And the time has expired. So let's find out where we answered. 38% of you think that it was D, Letty Nowak, Josh Shag Agile, and Steve Sherman. But then there's a lot of folks that said B. So let's just find out who is the correct answer. The correct answer is D. Very nicely done. Letty Nowak, Josh Shag Agile, and Steve Sherman. All right, let's see if that changed the leaderboard positions at all. Whoa, there's Joey at 310 points, Shannon at 297, and Lynn B at 228. Very nicely done. Speed and reflexes certainly coming in a big way for this one. All right, let's see if Joey, Shannon, and Lynn can stay atop the leaderboard. We're going to have some more trivia for you coming up here in just a little while. Until then, I want to encourage you, if you're joining us during our pre-show, be sure to text Luau, L-U-A-U, to 31996. That's going to start the process for you to make an incredible contribution to help fund our mission tonight and to help continue the cutting-edge research that happens at the Moores Cancer Center. Now, we've still got some more folks set to arrive, so as they get logged in and signed in, we'd like to take you back again and have a few more reminiscing photos, a couple more stories, and a very special message from Dr. Califano. Let's take a look.
Favorite luau moment is a tough one, but the one that stands out was the first year Rel's son and I were the two cancer survivors that were kind of representing the event, and we were doing a lot of press. She was the queen of aloha. She really symbolized, you know, the spirit of giving and loving. And I remember being at the VIP party. I happened to run into a doctor that had a treatment for one of the ailments that she had. And in the end it did, but it didn't save her life. I think that symbolizes why we're doing this, because we do lose friends and loved ones every day. Somebody does. And what we're trying to put a stop to, that's why we're surfing for a cure. That's why we're here.
Hello and welcome to our 27th annual Luau, our virtual Luau. I just want to let you know that even though this is a virtual luau, you still need to be careful out there in the sun. Make sure you wear your sun protection, either a hat or appropriate sunblock. Get checked out by your dermatologist. And make sure that even though we're not out there in the water today, we still need to be careful and take care of ourselves. I hope you have a very wonderful luau.
Well, thank you so very much, Dr. Califano. A great reminder as we are here in the middle of summer, especially in San Diego. Be sure to put on your sunscreen. The days are getting warmer and they're getting longer, so make sure you're taking care of yourself. And when we talk about taking care of ourselves, don't forget, jump in there and text Luau to 31996 and help us take care of others. Remember, tonight we are all about raising money to fund cancer research. So there was a lot of great smiles, a lot of big hang loose signs out there, and what an incredible spirit of aloha that each and every one of those photos remind us of, and that's why we're here. Well, we are almost through our pre-show, so make sure that you take a little time, jump on the couch there, maybe make yourself your favorite Mai Tai beverage. It's got to have a little umbrella in it, or it's just simply not a luau. And be sure that we take a moment to remember all of the past luaus and all of the past legend events.
Go front, come back, and
favorite luau moment, hanging out with all of the surfers that I idolized as a young man. Never thought that I would even meet them, much less actually go out and surf with them. And then also hang out with Nobel Prize winners at the same time, that you're hanging out with all these icons of surfing. And that they all relate to each other over surfing and a desire to cure cancer.
And it was a crazy idea that we surfers could raise money to help, get rid of a sickness. That was kind of a new concept, but I guess it worked. We've been doing this for 25 years.
This luau means really a lot to me. I've participated in about 18 years now, and every year is just a fabulous experience. As far as cancer research, it's really important to me. And so every year we try our hardest to really be able to do something that is really going to bring the most return for the cancer research.
Sitting in the audience and listening to the Thrivers talk about their personal stories and how touching and meaningful it is, and how healthy they look, how great they're doing, and they're surfing and they're thriving, and I love it. It's very inspiring.
I got involved with the luau because about 15 years ago, my father was diagnosed with prostate cancer. It was kind of shocking. He was in his early 50s. That's usually something you don't see people get until they're quite older. He was able to beat it, but it is back. He's 70 years old, and so now he's facing round 2. We all know people that have faced cancer issues, and I really like being involved with the luau because they're putting money toward finding solutions so people like my dad can live a better life and maybe not have to go through such brutal treatments.
The thing that I like the most about the luau is hosting the pre-luau, the VIP party, and Saturday night. I think it's a great way to start, to keynote the vibe for the whole event. Start with reaching out to people's hearts, from my heart, from my wife's hearts, and our family, and really setting the bar of the tone.
What an incredible look back, and we have had so much fun over the last 26 years, and that is not to be outdone by tonight. Tonight, we have a chance to make it even more special, but we can only do it with your participation. So, as we get ready to conclude our pre-show and transfer in to our main event, we want to remind you that if you would like to give, and that's what we're all about tonight, be sure to go online to crowdsurf.ucsd.edu/luau. That's how you can get online and make those donations happen. Or you can simply text from your mobile device Luau to 31996. Again, the website crowdsurf.ucsd.edu/luau, or simply text Luau to 31996. And that's how we are going to all come together tonight as a community and make this happen. However, at this point in time, at this point in our night, it is my honor to bid you a warm aloha and welcome to the 27th annual Luau and Legends of Surfing Invitational, Surfing for a Cure at Home. Let's get this started off the right way in the traditional sense of a luau. Well, a big thank you to Motu Nehe Nehe, our Polynesian dancers, and the music of Kiahe. That song was titled Te Manu Pukarua, which talks of a legendary bird of the small island of Pukarua, which is said to be black, red, and yellow. But what's more amazing than that is that luau was a time for an entire community to gather, family, friends, community, and tribal members to come together and talk story, to share their common experiences, to learn and to develop their culture into new and wonderful ways. And that is exactly why we are here. That is exactly why Luau and Legends exist. So a big aloha to all of you as we share that spirit of love and happiness. And listen, tonight, we are here to do some wonderful things. We are here to help advance research and help to find the Moores Cancer Center the dollars that they need to continue to do the great work. We've got a great evening planned for you. And while we may not be at the beach with our toes in the sand, we wanted to bring the beach to you through both the visuals and through the music. So we certainly hope that you are enjoying them.